And welcome back to Taylorville Junior High School. And we'll do a double check here for those out there. Don O'Brien, Doug Bruner, you guys are out there checking. You're probably going to hear me just fine. The new Wi-Fi should be set. The school's got a strong Wi-Fi. We just did not have that beforehand, so we used our hotspot. All the technical jargon there. Now let's get back to the halftime breakdown here. Comets started off this way with a three-pointer. That was Parker Douglas. Douglas also had the other basket in the first quarter, so Parker Douglas with 5 points. And then, boom, on the other side, Jordan Sams, the big southpaw lefty, hit a three-pointer from the right side. After one quarter, Comets led 5-3 over the Braves. Braves started the quarter off with another three-pointer by Sams. It was a 6-5 game. Back and forth after two baskets, one for each team. 8-7 still Braves. Comets then, two free throws, a three-pointer. It was a 12-8 lead. And then two free throws by the Braves made it 12-10. And capping off the end was Parker Douglas's 1 for 2 free throws, 13-10. And for those out there that are also listening out there, when we get cut off like that, sometimes you do not hear the entire word, and sometimes it sounds like I'm saying something differently. So it is Montez Lewis. I do know that. We've been calling out Montez, not Montel. So if he does real well for Montel, then we'll have him change his name then if he likes it. So anyway, for the first half, looking down the way, Brendan Lepper has a 3, a 2, and 2 free throws. He's got 7, and 6 points for Douglas. That's all 13 points for the Comets. On the other side, 8 points for Sams, and 2 for Buckley. That's all the points there, so on each side. Hey, we talked about breaking down what's happening for both the high school teams. Tomorrow night, Coach Pettit and I will be meeting in Rock Island, Alleman Catholic, as we will have the Tuesday edition of Western Big Six action. The Blue Devils at 24-2, 11-0 in the conference. That's a 7 o'clock. Also, if you're around, the Blue Devils from the girls' side play in Hannibal tomorrow night. They have eliminated the prelim game, so there's only one game, and it's at 6 o'clock. So a varsity at 6 as the Devils 17-10 taking on the Hannibal Pirates there. Then we break it down on Friday. Actually, on Wednesday, thank you, Mr. Sample. It wasn't Junior Sample, by the way. BR549. Some people will catch that. And then on Wednesday, senior night at Quincy High's gym, it's the Blue Devils from the girls' side against the Moline Maroons, and that's in question with the weather. So we'll let you know on that. Thursday's off for both teams, and then Friday and Saturday at Blue Devil Gymnasium, Moline comes in for senior night at 7 o'clock, then Jacksonville on Saturday. On the other side, the Braves are 18-8 right now from Mount Zion, and they've got 3 games at home. Wednesday at Charleston, Friday Mattoon, Saturday Eisenhower. And I'll give you a little bit more about them the first break here so we can talk about it. Second half starts off, Braves with the basketball. On the perimeter, Sam's working right side. 2 in the high post. Buckley's in the high post. Good drive from the left side. No good on the shot. Gavin Garwood had a nice break there. Comets in transition in the right corner. Back to the top of the key, Lepper. Being guarded up there by Kugelmeister. Gives it back to Parker Douglas. Douglas sets it. In the high post is Lepper. Starting to make a flash was Finney. Finney now is going to pull out and take the 3. Good! From deep outside. And if it's not Finney, again, they got Conrad that was going to be the starter. But a 3-pointer out high. Brought to you by WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. In the half-court set, 16-10. Comets with the lead. 5 minutes left. Check that third quarter action, not second half. Devils and the Comets doing a good job on defense, man-to-man. Gensler takes it to the right side, starts to hand it to Sams, tipped away there by the Comets. So down in the low block, Kugelmeister and Buckley. Gensler out high. Sams, now they're going up to the high post. Gensler handles the offense. Again, thank you for his grandparents today. Had a chance to talk to him at the other gym. Got me in the right gym. Kensler off the right side. Sams goes around 2 screens. Dropping down the low post is Buckley. Ball gets reversed left side, back to the top. Sam starts to make a drive against Griffin. Sams gets it out in the left corner. Pass, good pass. 3-pointer, no good. Weak side with a rebound. Kugelmeister back on the perimeter for the Braves. Looking at another 3, Garwood. His first one was no good. Second one, no good. Long rebound. Gensler gets the rebound. 2 long threes for the Braves. Another opportunity, the third on this set. Sams comes out, gets a screen, takes away from Kuchelmeister, resets. Now Sam sets the screen on the left side. Garwood, spin move on Douglas. Pull up, shot off the front of the iron and just sneaks over the iron. Ginsler with the basket, 16-12. His first basket of the night. Comets with that lead. Inside 4 minutes left, third quarter action. A reminder again that inside pass. Oh, and a good pass from the left side into Lepper, cutting to the basket. Ball took the third bounce off the rim. Still 16-12. Comets with the lead, playing man-to-man. Ginsler comes off the right side, pulls up, shots partially blocked. Tracking it down is Finney. Good job. Left side, Parker Douglas. Douglas, crossover. Griffin. He backs it up a little bit. Now he drops down to the low block. Ball gets moved. His Lepper's in the high post. Ball goes into the high post. Kicks it back out. Douglas kind of looks, comes around the screen. Back to Lepper. Lepper, oh, and a great backdoor cut. Now reverse. Parker Douglas did the backdoor cut and then the reverse, missed it. Got his own rebound. Kicks it back out. Lepper misses it. And a great rebound in there by Tim Griffith. Great job of getting it and then taking it up with the left for the putback. 18-12, Comets with the lead. Sams on the perimeter. Back to the top, Garwood. Garwood with the left hand, dribbles in, scoops it. Oh, and a nice scoop there by Garwood, but the screen was illegal and will head the other way. Garwood got around the screen, took it all the way, and then scooped it with that left hand. That was pretty stuff. Foul was called over there on Balin Kuchelmeister, his first, and the first of the second half for either team. As we have a quick timeout here, we'll stay right here, as it's only a 30-second timeout. As I was breaking down this week, the Braves, the Mount Zion Braves, are 18-8. They're 7-0 in the Apollo Conference, leading Muhammad Seymour, Taylorville, Mattoon, Charleston, and Effingham. They won their first 12 games of the year, and then Moline, there's 4 losses, and Moline bookended them. That means Moline beat them the first time. There was 2 more losses, and then Moline beat them on the backside of that for 4 in a row. Their last win was an overtime win over Sacred Heart Griffin by 4. So good luck to the Braves. Not only the rest of the season, but in postseason. Yeah, we're caught up with the varsity programs from both sides now. By the way, Jeff Wellman here with MeccaSportsCo.com. Sorry about that first half. Bandwidth. Those technical people understand what I'm talking about. Parker Douglas across the timeline. Pressure put on as soon as you got across the half court. Lepper saves it. Kicks it right side. Three-pointer good. Finney hits the three-pointer, or whoever's wearing the number 1, and that's brought to you by WoodmarkBuildingCenter.com. 21-12, Rush. Comets with the lead. 2:20 left, third quarter action. Sams has the basketball. Back to Garwood. Still man-to-man coming from the Devils. Check that, the Comets. That's the third time, folks. Keep track. Garwood at the top. Left side, Ginsler. Ginsler looked inside, now to the high post. Buckley flashed up high, gets it back to Ginsler. Parker Douglas hounding him. Sam starts to make a drive. Good job of getting it out. Griffith with a little bump there, so his second foul. First of the second half against the Comets. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Still 21-12. Sams pops out left corner. Garwood coming around the screen now, Ginsler. Ginsler's 3 from the corner, no good. Ginsler hustles, gets the rebound, but then trips over a foot. Ball comes out to the Comets. Comets with a 9-point lead and the basketball. Minute and a half left of this quarter, that's the third. Douglas on the right side, down in the corner to Griffith. Back up to Douglas. A little roll off there. Taking it at the high post was Lepper, kicks it back out. Griffith looked at it for a second, decided to pass it around the perimeter. Inside Lepper on the short corner, the left side. Back out. Good inside-out work. Great work inside by Griffith on the rebound. Missed the putback, but strong inside. Tim Griffith had that same look from the last rebound, went up with his left, made that one. Hitting the boards hard. Summers with the three-point shot after it went inside the Lepper. Right side Ginsler for the Braves. Comes back out. Sams came around the screen, takes the 3, no good, just off the iron. Rebounded by the Comets. We're inside 1 minute of the third. Oh, Ginsler does a great job taking it away. All the way to the hole. Parker Douglas swats the ball away. You got to take a look at that one. Hopefully the bandwidth was good there. But said there was little contact on Ginsler. So Drake Ginsler will shoot 2 free throws. The second Brave on the night shooting. Sam's had the other one for Douglas. His second foul, first of the second half. And the second on the Comets in the third quarter. Ginsler hits the first one. He'll have one more. We'll stay here in between the quarters, too. I'll break down that lineup I said that did not make it tonight, dressing. Ginsler on the second one. 3 of the Comets in for rebound position. Ginsler, nice shot. He's got a nice look with his shot. 21-14, Comets with the lead. 45 seconds left in the third. Long pass down in the corner. Almost a travel. Ball was loose on the floor. Tipped away, picked up by Grayson Buckley. Braves have the basketball. In the left corner. Kuchelmeister gets it quickly back. That's Drake Ginsler. Works to the right side. Garwood had it. Took it in, brought 2 Comets to him. Kicked it free throw line. No good. Buckley missed the shot. Good rebound by Kuchelmeister. In the left corner. 3-pointer after the extra effort. Drake Ginsler hits the 3. Down to 8 seconds left in the quarter. Comets up 21-17. 5-point run here by the Braves. In the corner, tipped out, and the buzzer goes off, and that's the way the third quarter will end, with a flourish from the Braves. Third quarter, Garwood. Actually, I thought Garwood had a bucket, but did not. It was all 7 points by the guard, Drake Ginsler, and that takes us to a 21-17 lead after 3 for the Comets. We'll just keep it right here, right now. We'll get our break after this. Stick around for the postgame show. We've got the Hardee's postgame show from 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms. We always say from there, but it's actually sponsored by 30th and Broadway. We're not going to be there after the ball game, not for 2.5 hours. Last 6 minutes are up on the board. Comets lead 21-17. Led 5-3 after the first quarter. 13-10 at half. 21-17 after 3. And those guys not making the trip today. I had Aiden Finney not making the trip, so I don't know if Aiden Conrad is wearing number 1. I'll have to double check that. Also, Justin Castleman, Justin Pearson, Josh Lepper, Nathan Learoff, Carson Tonys, Bentley Cass, Callias Henry, and James Ray. Those guys did not make the trip, but they have made the effort all season. I'll talk more about that in the post game. 24 guys, and guys keep putting the effort out there. Don't quit. And I'm going to tell you a story about Michael Rudd, even if that's in the post game. Comets will have it in the last quarter. J.J. Summers will throw it in. Parker Douglas. In the high post is Lepper. Right side, Griffith. Left side is Montez Lewis. By the way, Finley, thanks for coming by and saying hi to us. Right side, shot from the corner, no good. Parker Douglas had a good look. Rebound inside, Sams for the Braves. Braves bring it down 4. 5.5 left in this one, fourth quarter action. In the high post, Buckley and Kuchelmeister. Coming around it, high arching 3, no good. Tipped around, good hustle out there by Kuchelmeister. 3 was taken there by Ginsler. He hit that last one to end the third quarter. Ginsler takes it to the hole, pulls up, 12-footer. No good, tipped around, Lepper gets it. And Lepper brings Sam's arm with him. Kind of incidental there as Jordan had part of the ball. And when Lepper got the rebound and made the turn, Jordan's arm went with it. Only his first foul of the evening. And the first of the fourth quarter for either team. Griffith taking the ball in. Parker Douglas had to yell because it's three-quarter court, actually full court pressure. Sam's at the ball. Ginsler and Garwood, next level. Parker Douglas, though, breaks the pressure. In transition. Resets it. Douglas, trailer Lepper. Oh, and he finds Griffith with a great pass inside. Griffith kicks it back out. Parker Douglas to the hole. Off the glass, no good. Gets the rebound. And we'll get a jump ball. Immediately reaching in and grabbing that was either Buckley or Kuchelmeister. A good look, though. Lepper down to Griffith. Griffith had a nice look at it and then kicked it back out to Douglas. 4:59 left in this one. 21-17, Comets still with the lead. 5 points unanswered by the Braves. Man-to-man coming from the Comets. Out into the left corner, that's Gensler. Parker Douglas and him doing a good battle on both sides. Both guards working hard. Through the screen, Buckley's going to take the shot for three. No good. Good job on the rebound. In transition, Parker Douglas off the left side. Sam still playing man-to-man. Both teams. Inside pass on the baseline. Great pass from the short corner. Give the assist to Lepper. Give the basket to Tim Griffith. Great move. He's been strong around the hole, and he got fouled. We'll have a chance at an and one. Foul was called on the other side. That's Drake Gensler. For Drake, it's his first foul. Second on the Braves in the fourth quarter. No fouls on the other side for the Comets. Griffith, chance to make the blue collar. Misses. Lepper gets the rebound. Lepper off the glass. Offensive board and the putback. Brennan Lepper. Nice 4-point swing there as the Comets take the lead 25-17. Should be 24 because that's only a 2 there, but we'll double check that. And we're back with the fourth quarter action right here on mechasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And back here at Taylorville Junior High, the auxiliary gym over here. Very nice gym, by the way. Good contingency of blue and white on half court. The other half, Mount Zion fills it up. So great support. Congratulations to both communities, Quincy and Mount Zion. And by the way, Coach, I thought the same thing, Griffin, but it's Griffith. Tim Griffith, number 32. Here we go, 4:21 left in this one. (25-17), Comets lead by 8. With the basketball is the Braves. Braves having the half-court set. Garwood comes around, gets a man up in the air, now takes the little runner. Nice little move there by Gavin Garwood. He had the runner for the bucket. That in-between game, 25-19. Still a 6-point lead for the Comets. 4 left. Griffith, top of the key. Brings the dribble, brings it to the right side. In the ball game also now is Bryden Doyle. Tipped on the weak side. Douglas had it tipped away. Long pass. And the bucket breaking away was Drake Gensler. And we've got a 25-21 4-point game. Right corner, three-pointer, no good. Tipped around, rebounded inside. Buckley with the rebound for the Braves. Sams, the southpaw, brings it in on Griffith. Good job on defense. Kuchelmeister drives in, kicks it out to Garwood. Garwood's three, all the way around the rim. It was almost in. And Coach Belt wants to take a timeout. 3:15 left in this one. Comets 25, Braves 21. We're back right after our word from our sponsors right here on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
We had to get back on their Wi-Fi. It wasn't working. And we are back to action here. Rick Owsley comes over to talk about, I think he might be a little late on that. He said our broadcast was off. I think that was at halftime when we took the break. Reset everything, got rid of the hotspot, went to their Wi-Fi here. Finally got the password. We're good to go. 3:15 left. Comets 25-21. And the mistake you hate making, pass the ball in and make it over and back. Ball will go back over to the Braves. 3:13. Those silly. This season, Coach Penn and I have talked about it. How many times at half court have we been jumping one way or the other? Not just us, many teams. Oh, and a great job inside at the high post. The Devils held their ground, and we had an illegal screen there by Balin Kugelmeister. His second foul, third team foul. By the way, official-wise, I didn't get their names, but I recognized our one guy. He does a lot of John Wood games, so when you get to the sectional games like this, they get the best out here, and these guys have called a great game. 3 minutes left. Comets got a 4-point lead in the ball. Pass down to the baseline, into the right corner. Pounding over there is Garwood playing some good D. Back on the perimeter. Griffith has it on the left wing. Back to the top of the key. Right side, 4 on the perimeter, and the high post is Lepper. Skips it across. Griffith in the corner. Playing a little keep away. Clock's in your favor, but at the same time, you've only got a 4-point lead. Right corner, Parker Douglas. Bounces it all the way to the left corner. We got a 3-pointer going up. Good! A 3 on the left side. Montez Lewis hits the 3. Brought to you by Woodmark Building Center. 12th and Seminary Road, 28-21. Sams misses the 3. Rebound long, and it's Comets basketball. Montez set up on that left corner. Pass from Parker Douglas in the right corner via the baseline. Hits the 3-pointer. Gives the Comets a 28-21 lead with 2:12 left. And the Braves want to call a timeout with 2:12. We'll take a timeout. Back with the Comets and the Braves. Sectional action, mechasportsco.com.
At Blessing Health, our podiatrists and podiatric surgeons understand the importance of getting you back on your feet. When you experience foot or ankle pain or injuries, our team of experts is dedicated to restoring your mobility and relieving your pain. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
And back here, Jeff Wellman. 8th grade sectional, 2:12 left. Comets 28-21. Shout out to Kevin Douglas. Thank you also, Kevin. Everybody was concerned with that first half. I was especially. Ball was kicked. Comets will get it back. But I'm glad you got it home. And I'm glad everybody waited to halftime for me to reset everything and get our Wi-Fi set up here. My apologies for first half action, but glad to be bringing it to you here. 28-21 with 2:05 left. Thank goodness we didn't bring it to the backcourt. Lepper looked in the backcourt to Douglas. It's in the front court. Griffin being pounded by 2. And we got a jump ball. Coming over to help out was Buckley. But the guy that really helped was Drake Gensler. Reached in, he got a jump ball. And with 1:57, the good news is the alternate possession arrow goes back to the Comets. Comets have the basketball trying to get it in. There you go to Lepper, to Douglas, back to the top to Griffith. Keeping it on the perimeter. Douglas, double team, down to Lepper. Oh, and a great move there. Lepper, a good pass to Lewis. Lewis with a touch pass on the other side to either Kinney, and again, sorry about these numbers, or Conrad on that one. Comets with a lead, 30-21. On the perimeter, Braves, Garwood has the basketball. Pull up, Gensler, 3, no good. Tipped around. Good rebound inside by Buckley. Another look for a 3. Inside the 3, actually. Rebound was knocked around, and picking the ball up and put it in, Grayson Buckley for the Braves. 30-23. 1 minute left. Ball passed across the court. Tipped. Picked up by Garwood for the Braves. Inside a minute. Comets still playing man-to-man. Both teams played man-to-man the entire game. A little bit of a full court there by the Braves. Ball's picked up, drop it down in the low block. Kicks it back out high. Garwood starts to make a dribble to the right. Gets it over here, Kugelmeister. Coach Sams needs to talk about it with 40.8 seconds left. 30-23. Good stuff here, folks. Little slow in that first quarter as it was only 5-3. Both teams playing some pretty impressive defense on each other. Second quarter loosened up a little bit, 13-10 at the half. Comets had the lead. The end of the third quarter, the last 5 points was the Braves. Got the game within 4, 21-17. Comets still had the lead. Comets opened up the fourth quarter with the first 4 points, built an 8-point lead. And back and forth. It was 9 just a minute ago before the basket inside by Buckley, and it's 30-23. Don't have who they'll actually, the winner would play. I'll have that tomorrow. This is sectional 7 versus sectional 8 in the setup. Here we go, folks. 40.8 seconds left. Comets have a 30-23 lead. Getting on D, Griffith, Lepper, Douglas, also in the ball game. Logan Humphrey comes in for a little defense. Here we are on the outside. By the way, Montez Lewis still in there. Good D matching up for the Comets. Left side Sams, 23 feet. No good up the front of the iron. Good hustle by Lewis on the rebound. Ball went into the corner. Montez tracks it down and then chins it up right in front of you, actually in the picture, for a good rebound. Timeout taken by Coach Belt with 23.5 and a lead of 30-23. We'll take a quick break here and we'll come back with the action. 23.5 seconds left. MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And we are back, 23.5 left. Comets lead 30-23, have the basketball. Full court pressure being applied. Lepper gets it in. We get to the left side, Parker Douglas in the front court. Nobody can foul him. Finally having to push him. Buckley reaches out to get him. Grayson will be his second foul. 15 foul. So it'll be 2 shots now. Parker Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2. He was 1 for 2 in the second quarter. First free throws since that second quarter. Check that, we did miss one on a blue collar into the 3, and there it is. Parker hits the first one. 31-23, 8-point lead, 17.8 seconds left. Douglas, second one. The rest of the Comets are all back here on the end. No good. Long rebound comes out. Armani Jackson with it. Driving. Oh, and a block shot there by Douglas on Ginsler. Was trying to pull up for the quick 3. Comets have the basketball. Playing keep away. Lepper in the backcourt with 5.5. Almost 5.4, folks. Lepper will walk it down and hand to the official. Brennan will go to the line to shoot 2. 2 for 2 on the second quarter for him. Foul was called on Armani Jackson, his second. 5 fouls in this quarter. Beyond, by the way, for the Braves. That's why the Comets shoot 2. First one. Leps off to the side a little bit there. A little flat on that shot. Brennan has one more. All 5 Braves are on the line. Second one's up. Lepper connects on this one, 1 of 2. 32-23. 1 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot for 3, wasn't in time. Did they count it? Nope, officials said that did not count even though it was a 3-pointer. And the game is over, folks. They go fast, we told you that before. Your final score, your Quincy Junior High Comets 32 and the Mount Zion Braves 23. Good ball game, 2 good teams. By the way, hats off to Mount Zion and the Braves. They got a good-looking team, and they're well-coached, well-behaved. And, of course, for the Comets, hey, got to take your hats off to them. Good play tonight by the Comets with the victory, and they will advance. February 15th, that's Saturday, 2:30, back here in Taylorville. And that should be at the high school as they're playing the state tournament there. And if they win at 2:30, they would play at 6:30. And that would be the chance on that one, whether they advance into the third place game or the championship on February 20th. Hope you got all those dates down. There'll be a quiz afterwards, and they'll have the presentation here in a second. And we'll be having a chance to talk to Coach Dan Belt after the ball game about what he thought about the Comets and break down this one. And that's Coach's Comments, of course, brought to you by Cunis Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. But that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast here. The Comets advance with a big victory here. Stick around, though. We will have the Hardee's postgame show and all the activities in that. But your final score here from Taylorville Junior High. The Quincy Junior High Comets 32. The Mount Zion Braves 23. And, of course, this has all been action right here, given to you on mechasportsco.com.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit mechasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And back for the Hardee's postgame show. Go by and see Brian Harms tomorrow morning. Tell him how you enjoyed the second half of the broadcast. I'm sure you enjoyed the first half with the audio, but the video was a little sketchy. I don't even want to go home and check that out. Good, strong on the second half, according to those who have checked in with me. So thank you very much there. Thank you, Coach Sample, Brian Sample, the athletic director here, as he's done a lot of work here today in this time that I've seen since the doors opened up. Well, here's how this game started out. 5-0, the Comets. It was all Parker Douglas in the first quarter. Sam's on the other side had the three-pointer, the big kid, left-hander, coach's son. It was 5-3 after 1. Back and forth in the quarter, Devils would lead 12-8 and finish the second quarter at halftime 13-10. Devils would get it up to 21-12 rush, and the last 5 points by the Braves of Mount Zion. And after the third quarter, 21-17 for the Comets. Comets opened up with the first 4 points of the quarter. It would be 25-17, an 8-point lead. Braves came back with 2 quick baskets, and it would be 25-21. There's where the Devils came in, or the Comets, and got it back up to 30-21. He was that three-pointer by Montez Lewis from the left corner. Good shot there. We gave up a bucket, and then 1 for 2 on 2 free throw opportunities for the Comets, and that's how we ended out 32-23. Looking down the scoring, of course, now junior high is now 23-1, that being the Comets. Leading the way, 10 points. Brennan Lepper had a 3, went 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. 8 points. And I've got to say, I'll get Coach over here right away because I had Aiden Conrad as number 10 in the starting lineup, but number 1 was there. And if that is the case, we'll get that cleared out because that would be Aiden Finney. But whoever it was, the Phantom, 8 points for him in the game. Parker Douglas was 7. 4 points out of Tim Griffith, and 3 points from Montez Lewis, that three-pointer from the corner. J.J. Summers was in the game, also Logan Humphrey. We also had Bryden Doyle in the ball game as well. I think that's all we went was 7 deep. Dressing here but not playing, Nehemiah Palmer, George Straube, Michael Pugh, Micah Shank, Sevion Ross, Nathan Humphrey, and Dontrell Tesco. And then when I find out whether or not where Aiden Finney fits into all this as well. So that's our guys that dressed out here. And by the way, I was talking in the halftime there a little bit while we were trying to get everything figured out. For those kids, you have 24 kids out there, and I must commend any school and junior high as well, that you keep them all. We try to get A games and B games in. You know, there's 21 guys on the 7th grade squad as well. A lot of times you don't get a lot of playing time, but make the effort and put together the work in the offseason and stay with it. At the end of an 8th grade year, way back in 1975, I believe it was, junior high season ended. And a young player came up and told all the coaches and everything, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. And, of course, they said, well, aren't you going out for high school basketball? And he said, no, I'm too short. I'm not going to be able to make it, and that's my plan. And I can't remember which coach said it, and I'm almost saying Jerry Douglas, but if it's not you, Jerry, it was somebody back in that era, and they told him, you need to go out and make the effort. He put it in freshman, sophomore, junior year, and his senior year, led the Blue Devils, along with Keith Douglas, Steve Ball, that whole 1979 class, not to forget anybody, but Michael Rudd, a.k.a. Magic, he's the man. So, again, there is a story out there, folks. Stay with it. And Magic became not only a great ambassador for basketball in Quincy as a player, also going on to Quincy College and playing there, but also as a coach and a referee for years. Magic spent many, many years in the gymnasium, and, of course, they actually named a team after him. The traveling team was called Magic and wore Orlando Magic uniforms there. Galen Blakemore put that team together, and a happy heavenly hello to Galen Blakemore. Worked really hard with kids, both boys and girls out there. So, kids, if you're out there playing basketball, don't give up any year. Set a goal and go after it. All right, Magic. And we'll wait for Coach here. We're going to take a quick break, come back to more of the Hardy's post-game show. And, of course, the Comets win this one 30-23, advance through February 15th this Saturday at 2:30. And we'll have more of the Hardy's postgame show right here on megasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Cunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Mecca Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecca Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at megasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
And welcome back to the Hardy's post-game show. And making his way down here, Coach Dan Belt, the winning coach out there. Probably comes on the left side. There you go. I know it's amazing when you're not used to doing post-game interviews in the junior high level. It's like, hey, we'll give you a shout there. Tyler Sprick was on it, though. Hey, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Good job out there. Coming out right off the bat, I thought the Comets did a great job on defense. Great matchup between Parker Douglas and Drake Kinsler. Kinsler's a good little ball player out there, so we kind of nullified each other there. Each guy had a good game, and they got a nice kid in the Sam's kid, left-hander, the coach's son, who can shoot.
Yeah, they actually, I was so impressed with their defense. They made us work so hard and really honestly did not give us many looks, and we had to really work and be patient at times. Yeah, you're right, talking about the 2-point guards, it was a battle. We just made enough plays at the end to win, but that was a nice team that we played today.
All right, now here we go, Coach. I had my starting lineup in here. I had it sent from the roster, and I had number 10, Aiden Conrad starting, and Aiden Finney, number 1, not making the trip. Who is number 1?
Number 1 is Aiden Finney.
All right, there. I thought it was him. So Aiden Finney has those 8 points out there. I was reaching because I did have Conrad in there, and for some reason Finney wasn't on my list. And that's just a mix-up there, and I'll take credit for that one.
Well, Aiden's been battling a hip injury, and he battled a lot tonight, and he made 2 really gigantic threes for us. And, I knew he'd tough it out because that's the type of kid he is. Just we feel blessed where they're at, and we just want to – but we're not satisfied yet.
And I tell you, looking at a bunch of different guys and how they contributed, of course, Lepper's good in there. There was a couple times the passing was just awesome, but Tim Griffith inside late. Got strong inside, missed a couple baskets, but got some offensive rebounds and moved the basketball and gave the Comets an extra opportunity.
Yeah, Tim does so much for us. He's our best defender, a great rebounder. He has steadily continued to get better, and he's that kid that's constantly through every drill pushing himself to get better, and he wants to get better. And we rely on him for so many things. But I'm not surprised he had a couple big baskets there.
And who's the big basket? He only had 1 in the game, but he played a good ball game. Montez Lewis, that three-pointer from the left corner, and that was the extra pass across the baseline from the right corner from Douglas over to him.
Yeah, when Montez made that, that kind of is like, okay, this game's ours. I just went up and gave Montez a big old hug because that was a huge, huge, huge basket. And they're all just so well-deserving kids. They work hard. They put up with me. They let me ride them at times, and I just appreciate all of them. I love them all to death.
That is great to have coachable kids here. Now, if I got it right, it is Saturday here, the 15th, 2:30 back here, but it'll probably be at the high school.
Yeah. I believe it is Saturday at 2:30 at the high school. I don't know who our opponent's going to be. I think it's either going to be Edwardsville Liberty and or O'Fallon Carroll, but I'm not 100% sure.
I was trying to look at that as well, and I was looking at some of the teams, and of course I looked at 7th grade, and Lincoln, undefeated, is playing up there, and I thought, wow, their 7th and 8th grade is pretty loaded because you had faced Lincoln as well there. So we'll get that to everybody once we find out. But now that game there sets us up for either first or third, right?
No, it's actually the Elite Eight.
Yes, if you win at 2:30, then it sets us up for that.
Then we get to play in the afternoon.
And that'll be on the 20th. It'll be 6:30, of course, that day.
Yes, and then we would come back for third or first on Thursday.
That's
20th.
Awesome. And, of course, I'm sure you got it in your game plans. Everybody's put that on their calendar and said, look, these are some of our goals. Here's our short term. Here's our long term, and you're real close to that.
Yeah, I was really concerned going into this game, thinking we might have a letdown from just a huge win last Thursday. But credit to the kids, they kept battling, kept working, and we're happy where we're at, but we want more.
Hey, and by the way, you almost have to remind me. I found a place for my usual.
I saw that. We were talking about that before the game.
And for you folks out there,
this is for Tom Lepper for
I've
sure.
got the Tom Lepper 54 I have on my car. It's a 12-inch, and I take it into all the gyms and find place. And many times I'm walking out of the gym going, oh, crap, I forgot that. I have to get back in. So
Tom's with us. We know that, and he's along for the ride.
Awesome. Congratulations, and let's go. Good luck on Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I think we'll figure it out. I'm not sure. It's a 2:30 game. So we can get back by Jacksonville for the 7 o'clock game. I think we can. So, Coach Pettit, I'm already telling you we're coming up here at 2:30 on Saturday. So, and again, good luck, and we'll see you Saturday.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And that's Coach Belt. And, of course, his comments are brought to you by the Cunis Hyundai Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll hear from them real quick and come back to wrap this up as the Comets win 32-23 and advance in IESA 8th grade action, getting closer to that. Big trophies out there. Hey, we're back in a minute on mechasportsco.com.
Mecca Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecca Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at mechasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
And back here one more time. And, normally we do pick a player of the game, but, in the postseason like this, when a team wins, it's a team win. So unlike the high school games where we're picking a player of the game for this one, and we're just going to go, hey, the Comets deserve it as a whole. And so it'll be the Comets team. We will not select one player individually here. When you get to high school guys, we'll start picking some guys out there and who's highlighting. And it's not always the guy that scores the most points. It's the guy that makes it a key one here. Montez Lewis with that three-pointer. That's a key spot here. Those are the kind of things sometimes when we do pick those, that are really tough. Or, again, the matchup with Parker Douglas and, of course, the guard on the other side, Drake Gensley, as I talked to his grandpa a moment ago here as well. So Comets will advance. Thank you, Coach Belt, for coming out and seeing us out here. Thank you to all the fans that came over here. And, of course, it's just a 2 hour and a half ride. Just come on over, take it down 55 and over 104, or jump on Highway 29 if you want and come down through Edinburgh and all of that. So, well, I've had fun here after getting by the snafus in the first half. Glad you stayed with me on this one. And, again, when you have a quick half like that, it's kind of tough because, as you all know, these games go by darn quick within an hour here. So, anyway, that'll do it for the Hardee's postgame show. I'm glad everybody was here again on Saturday, February 15th, 2:30 over here, Taylorville High School. That's the site of the state tournament, and we'll find out who the opponent is. We'll post that on our website on Mecca Sports on Facebook that has the Mecca Sports Co., and we'll make sure we get that out everywhere else as well. Well, this is Jeff Wellman going solo tonight and enjoying it all. Hope you enjoyed the action here, and we look forward to catching it again. Make sure you catch us tomorrow night as the Devils travel up to Alleman. Another one of those conference games. 2 more after that with Moline and, of course, Rocky next week. Also, if you're not going to be making a trip anywhere, or if you want to make a small trip, run down to Hannibal tomorrow night. The Blue Devil girls will be playing Hannibal Pirates. That's a 6 o'clock game only. There will not be a prelim on that. They canceled it and moved the varsity up to 6. And then hopefully Wednesday we'll give you the heads up on the weather as we check our meteorologist. And, of course, many of those remember calling me the weatherman. That's a whole other topic. That involves Mike Red, by the way. And we'll find out on Wednesday. It's supposed to be senior night at Quincy High with the girls playing the Moline Maroons. Well, I'm so glad again for about the 15th time as the junior high Comets advance. They're now 23-1. Mount Zion, good-looking ball team here, fall to 23-4. And as I mentioned, at halftime and beyond, the Braves have 3 home games starting with Charleston on Wednesday night, so your fans get out there as well. The final score here, one more time, from the Taylorville Junior High School and the sectional 4A, the IESA, it's Quincy Junior High Comets 32 and the Braves from Mount Zion 23. So glad you're with us tonight. It's brought to you by MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.